Yes, and good evening. You're audible. Yes, yes, sure. Is my screen visible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So today we will practice some probability questions, probability density functions, and mass function questions, and which are obtained from GATE papers. Okay. So and also we will now discuss about after completion of this probability distribution chapter, and we will go to the special type of distribution functions, and which includes binomial, normal, and Poisson distribution. Especially binomial distribution is very important for GATE because most of the questions I have faced from binomial distributions only. And after that, we will discuss about some very important PDE, that is classification of PDE, and the questions of which I also obtained from some GATE papers, some classifications of the partial differential equation. So I have decided to complete that part also today. So first, not yesterday, the last class, I have discussed about probability density function, and also we have calculated some probability density functions, find the value of k, and like that. So our today's function, this is from GATE question. Look at this. This is a PDF, probability density or continuous distribution. Because I already told you that the variable x, if it has some range, look at this, x has some range here, minus infinity to plus infinity. This is the range. Okay, not a fixed value, some fixed values, particular values of x and corresponding probabilities are given here. This is continuous since a range of x is given, and within this range, this px, that is, this is a function, probability function, okay, is given. Now the question is, find the value of k. As we have discussed last day, that is, in this case, instead of using summation sign, we will use integration sign, integration of minus infinity to plus infinity, because here you can see that minus infinity and plus infinity are the range. So one will be, this one will be the lower limit, and this one will be the upper limit. Okay. So try to solve this example. The probability density function is given. Okay, and just integrate this one, k e to the power minus alpha mod x. Okay, and find the value of k. What is the value of k? Mohit says C is the right answer. Anybody else? I'm giving you a hint, that is, just integrate it. I told you that total probability should be equal to 1. So if you integrate this function, integration of minus infinity to plus infinity k e to the power minus alpha mod of x dx, this should be is equal to, then find the value of k. Solve this integration, equate this integration with 1, and then k is equals to what? Okay, I have got two answers. Both are saying C. Okay, so I will do this for you now. Yes, C is the right answer here. Okay, how to do this? Look at this. This is mod x. Okay, only mod x it cannot be solvable, because mod x function, it is actually, if you want to integrate only mod x function, it is not possible until and unless you can just extract this x from this mod. And how can you extract it? Plus x, positive x, if x is greater than 0, and mod x is equals to negative of x minus x if uh, less than 0, and is equal to 0 if x is equal to 0. Okay, so if it is positive part, we will consider plus x. If it is negative part, we will consider mod x equal to minus x. Okay, so this is 0, this is negative part, less than 0 part, and this is greater than 0 part. Okay, so in this case, now look at this integration symbol, minus infinity to plus infinity. This is minus infinity, this is plus infinity. Now we will divide it into two regions. Okay, two intervals, minus infinity to 0 and 0 to infinity. One is positive region, another one is negative region. Okay, just we can write this integration like minus infinity to 0. Okay, k e to the power minus alpha mod x dx plus 0 to infinity k e to the power minus alpha mod x dx. Our task is done. Now if it is negative side, that is minus infinity to 0 side, there is this integration minus infinity to 0 integration, we will consider mod x equal to minus x. And if it is positive side, that is 0 to infinity, we will consider mod x equal to plus x. Okay, and then it becomes in minus infinity to 0. K is a constant term, we can take it outside. E to the power, okay, now it is negative symbol, negative sign. So minus infinity to 0, negative means it will be minus x. Minus and minus will be nullified, and e to the power alpha x dx. Okay, minus and plus, 0 to infinity, 0 to infinity, k it can be taken outside since it is a constant term, e to the power, now it is a positive sign. Okay, 0 to infinity positive, that is this region, and if it is a positive region, then we will take mod x equal to plus x, so e to the power minus alpha x dx. Now the integration becomes very easy. Okay, and this is equal to 1. This is equal to 1 and this is equal to 1. Now it is very easy. Now solve it, integrate it, and after integration you will get k is equal to, just k, take k outside, okay, 0.5 into alpha, this one. Okay, C is the right answer here. So any mod questions, any mod, this one, it can, you have to divide this mod function like plus x minus x. Okay, similar kind of problem you can also face like px is equal to k into minus alpha mod of x minus 2, like this. Okay, in that case the integration symbol will change. Okay, that is, you have to divide the integration like this. That is, mod of x minus 2 is greater than 0, so equal to mod of x minus 2 if x is x minus 2 is greater than 0. So x minus 2 is greater than 0 means x greater than 2. It means the integration division will be like this, minus infinity to 2 and 2 to infinity. The integration division will be like this. If x minus 2, x minus 3, thus points are like this. Okay, since it is only x mod x, that is x minus 0, so that is why we will break it from 0 point. Okay, but if it is minus 2, we will break the integration from point 2, minus infinity to 2, 2 to infinity. Okay, similarly, if it is mod of x plus 2, then we will break from minus 2. Okay, minus 2 to minus infinity to minus 2, minus 2 to infinity, like this. Okay, so it becomes the integration symbol, that is the division of integration will be like that. So not only mod x, in questions there may be mod of x minus some 2, x minus 3, like this also. Next question. Okay, next, before solving next questions, we have to follow this theorem, which is very important theorem, Bayes theorem. First of all, just let me know that whether you have any kind of doubt or something from this question, probability density function, or this division of mod function or division of integration. Do you have any doubt or any query? Then clear it. Then I will go to the Bayes theorem. Anybody has any doubt? Okay. Next. Okay, Bayes theorem. Bayes theorem, it is, this is the, you have to remember these two formula. In general, you can face this formula, that is this one, this one. But remember, if you want to use this one, obviously you have to apply this one, because formula number 2, it cannot be applicable without formula number 1. Okay, formula number 1 is independent, but formula 2, it is dependent with this formula 1. So you have to remember both 1 and 2. Bayes theorem formula. In general, in any internet resources, or if you book, in generally all the books or internet resources used this formula, directly the second one. Okay, after just used PA is equals to this formula. But Bayes theorem formula, in general, uh, in general, many kinds of books you can find only this formula, second one. Okay, but remember, first one and second one both are necessary, because this probability of A here in second one, the probability of A is used in denominator part. So the second one is dependent on it. So just write down this formula, then I will go to the example. And please tell me if you have finished writing this formula. After that, I will go to the example part. Very important formula, and you have to remember it. Okay. Okay. It's done. Now, what kind of examples where this Bayes theorem is used? Remember, Bayes theorem will only used if there are several experiments or several number of events will be there. Look at this A1, A2, AN. There are many events. And what are the events in a factory? There are three machines. Okay, which are producing goods or producing items time to time. So there are three machines, four machines. That is, events are different events and happening simultaneously, but all the events are independent. Okay, so let's go to the example. Look at this example. This is another get question. Three companies are there, X, Y, and Z. Supply computers to a university. Okay, supply computers to a university. The percentage of computers supplied by them and the probability of those being defective are tabulated below. That is, three companies are there, X company, Y company, and Z company. And their supply, okay, their supply is 60%, 30%, and 10%. And the probability of defectiveness means in this 60% production, that is this 60% computer in the school, the 60% computer are supplied by company X, and out of them 0.01 is the defective rate, that is 1%. 0.01 means 1%. 1% is defective. Okay, that is, if I supply 100 computers, out of them one computer will be defective. This is the rate of defectiveness. Second company supplies how many computers? 30% of computers in that school. And second company, the defective rate is 0.02, that is 2% is defective. Third company is Z company, and it just supplies 10% of the computers in that to that school, and out of them 3%, 0.03 means 3% is defective. Now look at this. Here you can find three different events. X company, Y company, and Z company. Three are totally independent companies. Okay, and they are supplying the computers. So we have got three independent events. So there is a possibility that we can use the Bayes theorem here. Okay, so this is the usage of Bayes theorem, where and what kind of problem you can use the Bayes theorem. Now look at this requirement. Look at this question. Given that the computer is defective, that is, in that school, okay, so X company supplies 60% computers, Y company supplies these X, Y, and Z. Okay, so this is school. So X company supplies some computers, Y company supplies some computers, and Z company supplies some computers. And this is the total amount of computers, suppose. This is the set of computers. Okay, now a computer is defective. Now that school, in that school, someone just picks up one computer and it becomes defective. And it becomes defective. Now, what is the probability? What is the probability that it was supplied by company Y? Did you get my question? Three companies supplies computer to this school, and all computers are taken together. That is, they are now mixed. All the computers are mixed. Now one computer is taken out from this lot. That is, there are too many computers, and all these three companies have supplied all these computers. Just one computer is taken out and it is found to be defective. Question is, what is the probability that is this computer will come from Y, this company Y? What is the probability of this? Did you get my question? Any doubt in the question? Okay. Now, look at this, how Bayes theorem is used here. Okay, so Bayes theorem, look at this Bayes theorem now. Sorry. This is, look at this. The probability is, suppose this is, we are going to find out the probability. That is, what is the probability? Look at this, A1, A2, A3. I am getting A1, A2, A3 as XYZ here. So what is the formula? Three companies are there. So suppose X company, it is probability of X, probability of Y, probability of Z. A1, A2 and A3, suppose I consider A1 as X, A2 as Y, and A3 as Z. Since there are three companies, so three different events we have considered here. Okay, now probability of A1, that is percentage of A1, is already given to you. And what is this percentage? 60%. X company supplies how many computers? 60%. That is, the probability of supply of X is 60%. 60% means how many? 60 divided by 100. 0.6. So probability of X, here probability of A1 will become here probability of X here, and the probability of X is equals to 0.6, since 60% computers will be there given by the X company. Next, similarly, probability of Y and probability of Z, please write down in the chat box what is the probability of Y and what is probability of Z. Yes, 0.3 is probability of Y, and yes, 1.0, yes, probability of Y will be 0.3 and probability of Z will be 0.1. Okay, so now this one, and this one, sorry, three probabilities, okay, will be given. Now I got. Now suppose I consider A is equal to defective computers. Defective computer. Okay, defective computer. Now suppose a computer is taken out from the lot. What is the probability that the computer is defective? This is the formula of that. This is not the question. The question is, I have got a computer, I have just taken a computer and I found that is defective. Now what is the probability that the computer came from company Y? This is the second formula we have to use. Okay, that is probability of, this is Y divided by A. If I consider A as defective computer, okay, defective computer, that is a computer has already taken out which is taken as defective, then what is the probability that it comes from Y? Conditional probability, what I have discussed last day. That is the denominator part in this conditional probability, there is a condition. What is the condition? Computer is defective, and which is represented by A. So it will go to the denominator part. And what is the requirement? that this defective computer will be from Y company. So Y by A, this is our requirement, probability of Y by A. That is Y is equals to what? A2. So probability of A2 divided by A. Simply just we will follow this formula, probability of A2. If I follow this formula, look at this. I is equals to 2 here. Probability of A2 divided by probability of A. This is our formula what we will use to find out the probability here. But first, we have to find out what is probability of A, that is probability of defective item, by using this one, first formula. Okay, so probability of A, since A1, A2, A3, 3, so probability of A, we will use only 3 cases. Probability of A1 into probability of A by A1 plus probability of A3 A by A3. Okay, tell me what is probability of A1? What is probability of A1? Already we have found 0.6. Into, can anybody tell me what is the probability of A by A1? A means defective item under the condition it is from machine 1. Go to this table. Go to the table here. What is the probability of defective item from machine 1? This one, 0.01. What is the probability of this one? 0.02 and 0.03. X 0.01. So we will write here 0.01 plus probability of A2 is already found 0.3. 0.3 into A by A2. A by A2 is 0.02 plus 0.03. Use calculator and tell me the value. 0.015. Okay. 0.015 is the probability of A we have found. Now tell me what is probability of A2 by A? What will be the answer? 0.4. Then D is the answer. 0.4. Everybody calculate it. If now everything you know, probability of A2 you already know, probability of A by A2 you already know, probability of A, this is probability of A. Zero point 0.04. Anybody has any query? I think 0.4. Yes. Anybody has any query? Then I will explain it again. Okay, no query. So 0.4. Okay, everybody says 0.4. 0.4 is the answer. This one. D is the right answer. Okay. Any query? So these kinds of problems will be from Bayes theorem. Whenever you find these independent events, many events and which are independent are happening simultaneously. That is, in a three manufacturing companies are there, or three manufacturing machines are there, three or four, whatever, and they are producing some items. Okay, and they have some defective rate also. So this kinds of problem. Many independent events are happening simultaneously. In that cases, you have to use Bayes theorem. Theorem is easy. You have to remember this formula, nothing else. Okay, and you have to practice it. Otherwise, it is very difficult to identify that which question use Bayes theorem and which question use the other one. Okay, so this is the application of Bayes theorem. Next. Okay, try to solve it. This is easy question. This is the question of like this. Already what we have solved in first slide. The same question, almost similar question is this one. The equation relating to m and n. This is not, you don't have to find out the value of m or n. You just have to find out the relation between m and n. The same theory you have to apply. So solve it and write down the answer in the chat box. Samarth says A is the right answer. Irfan also A. Anybody else? Okay, let's solve it now. Exactly similar to the previous question. Means exponential. Okay, exp minus 2 mod x. It means e to the power minus 2 mod x. Exp minus 3 mod x. It means e to the power minus 3 mod x. Okay, so let's first define this function, probability function, px x m into e to the power minus 2 mod x minus n into e to the power minus 3 mod x. Okay, now what I told you, now mod x, it means mod of x minus 0. So mod of x minus 0 means obviously we should divide the integration from 0 point. Okay, so minus infinity, the total range is, you have to, integration range is minus infinity to infinity, and we have to divide this one with, since both are mod x, both are mod x. Okay, so divide it with minus infinity to 0 and 0 to infinity. Since it is mod of x minus 0, mod x means x minus 0, so our division will be from 0 point. Okay, just according to the previous question. If it is mod of x minus a, suppose this is mod of x minus a, that is minus 2 mod of x minus a. A means a may be 2, maybe 3, maybe 4, any point. Then our integration will be minus infinity to infinity is equal to, we will divide it minus infinity to a plus a to infinity, like this. If it is x plus a, then it will be minus infinity to minus a plus integration minus a to infinity. This will be the division of integration. Okay, remember this one. You don't have to calculate, just to see the mod value. Within it is mod of x minus a, that is x minus 2, x minus 3, it is like this, or only mod x is this. If it is only mod x, then it is mod of x minus 0. So we will divide it integration minus infinity to 0. Since both are mod x, so we will put the same thing, minus 2 mod x minus n into e to the power minus 3 mod x plus 0 to infinity m to the power minus 2 mod x n, sorry, dx is equal to minus infinity to 0. Now look at this, minus infinity is 0, it means it is the negative portion. So negative portion, it means mod of x, it is equal to minus x, isn't it? If it is negative portion, minus infinity to 0, it means it is negative portion, and negative portion means mod x equal to minus x. Okay, remember, if it is mod of x minus 2, then we will extract like minus of mod of x minus 2. Okay, if it is minus mod of x minus 2, then not now. So minus x, so just put minus x here. So m to the power, then it is 2x minus n to the power 3x dx. Okay, plus 0 to infinity. Now it is positive, so positive means mod x equal to what? Plus x. Mod x equal to plus x. If it is 0 to infinity, that is the positive section. 0 to infinity is positive section. So m to the power minus 2x minus n to the power minus 3x dx. Now simply integrate it. If we integrate, e to the power 2x integration is what? E to the power 2x integration is e to the power 2x divided by 2. Okay, if you put minus infinity, it becomes 1. Okay, and if it is 0, sorry, if it is minus infinity, it becomes 0, and if it is infinity, it becomes 1. So after integration, we will m by 2 minus n by 3, I think. It becomes m by 2 minus n by 3, yes, plus, if this integration, m by 2 minus n by, same, and m by 2 means m, and it is minus 2 by 3, yes, 2 by 3, and 1 is the right answer. Okay, anybody has any doubt? Okay, next, binomial distribution, special type of distribution, what was left yesterday, that is the last class, special type of distribution. So there are three types of distribution. One is binomial. Remember, now we you have solved many questions. Look at this. Look at this one. What is this px? Okay, so still now this function, different kinds of function is given to you, and you are required to find out what is the value of k, or what is something, what is the relation like this. So here our distribution density function is given to you. Here in this one also another density function is given to you, that is this one. Okay, so similarly binomial distribution has a formula. Since binomial is a discrete distribution, so we will say it PMF, probability mass function, not PDF. Okay, and the formula is NCR combination p to the power r 1 minus p whole to the power n minus r. Write it down. Write it down, then I will explain examples. And what is this? What is this distribution? Tell me if you complete writing this formula, then I will proceed further. Done? Okay. Now remember always, in binomial distribution question, that is if any kind of problem you face in the examination, then try to find out how many parameters are there in the questions. Parameter means first two parameters in the binomial distributions exist. First one n and second one is p. Okay, n is called number of experiment. Number of experiment, and p is called probability of success. Very important, these two things, number of experiment and probability of success. So number of experiment means, just with this language, number of experiment, you can easily understand that there will be many experiments, not a single experiment will be there. If there is only single experiment, you can just check the probability very easily. So a lot of experiment has been done, then the binomial distribution, that is this formula, can be applicable, otherwise not. That is, what is the example? I am tossing a coin multiple times, 10 times, 15 times, 20 times. In that case, you can apply binomial distribution. Okay. Suppose I am throwing a dice 10 times. You can use binomial distribution in that case. Okay, I have a program, and I have just executed that program many times, 100 times or 200 times. You can use binomial distribution in that case. So these are the examples. And remember, the event should be discrete. What is the discrete event? Tossing a coin, throwing a dice, okay, playing cards. These are the discrete events. The event should be discrete, and multiple times the event should be continued, so that you can get a number of experiment n. Otherwise, this cannot be possible. A simple example. First, I will give you a simple example. Then I will go to the get questions. Tell me, I am just tossing a coin 10 times, not 10 times, 5 times. Okay, what is the probability? What is the probability that two of them, not three of them, just to reduce the calculation. 2 of them is head. Can anybody tell me the answer? I am tossing a coin 5 times. What is the probability that 2 of them will be head? Can anybody tell me the answer? 20 is the probability. Probability value always should be 0 to 1, not greater than 1, not less than 0. Probability cannot be negative. Probability cannot be more than 1. How can 20 is the probability? Five divided by 16. Okay, let's find the answer. What is the, first of all, I already told you, that is to use this binomial distribution, you have to follow, you have to check that question, that is whether this question has multiple time experiments or not. 5 times experiment. Look at this, the coin has been tossed 5 times. So yes, this is multiple time experiment. So n is equal to 5 here. Now what is P? Probability of success. Success means whatever is requirement in the question, the probability of which the question required. That is, what is the requirement? Head. Probability of head. So head should be treated as success. That is, if head falls, then it is a success. If tail falls, it is a failure. Failure means 1 minus P. If P is treated as success, 1 minus P treated as failure. Okay. So what is the probability of head? Probability of head is equals to what? Tell me. Everybody knows this. What is the probability of head? Yes, 1 by 2. So now you have P 1 by 2. You have N 1 by 2. Easily you can use this formula right now. Okay. So what is the requirement now? 2 heads. 2 heads. So R is equal to 2 here. Now simply use this formula, NCR P to the power R 1 minus P whole to the power N minus R is equal to, N is equals to what? 5 times experiment. R is equals to what? What is R called? R is the variable. Okay. R is the variable. It doesn't call anything. R is the variable. That is, you are now required to find out 2 times what is the probability of 2 heads. Then R should be equal to 2. If I say what is the probability of 3 heads, I have tossed the coins 5 times. What is the probability of 3 heads? Then you will consider R is equals to 3. Okay. It may be variable. R may be variable. It depends on the requirement of the questions, how many heads you need or how many tails you need. It may be 1. If you require 1 head, then R equal to 1. If you require 2 heads, R is equals to 2. If you require 3 heads, R equal to 3. It varies. Clear? Then R is equals to 2 here because the requirement is probability of 2 heads out of 5 tosses. One minus P is also half. So it is N. N means 5 minus 2. So it is equal to 5C to 0.5 whole square and 0.5 whole cube. And use the calculator. Okay, 5C2 is factorial 5. Factorial 2 into 5 minus 2. 5 minus 2 means factorial 3. Okay, 5 by 16. 5 by 16 or whatever. Okay, use calculator and easily you can get this value. 5 by, okay, everybody says 5 by 16, so it is 5 by 16. Any doubt? Anybody has any doubt in this question? Okay. Now can you tell me, same question, I'm getting another, I want another answer. What is the probability of more than, what is the probability of more than 3 heads? Can you tell me the answer? Still now the answer, question was 5 times toss. You are required to find out exactly 3 heads or exactly 2 heads. Now the question is 5 times toss. What is the probability of more than 3 heads?
Sir, isn't it same, sir? 5 by 16?
No, no. What did you do? How to calculate? How did you calculate it?
Means, sir, in previous question, you told 2 are head. And here
Yes,
more than
two
3
heads.
heads means, more than 3 heads means only 4 and 5, no, sir?
Exactly. So after calculation, you got,
Hello?
yes, after calculation 4 and 5 exactly. More than 3 means you have to consider 4 and 5. It is r equal to 4. You have to apply the formula, same formula with r equal to 4 plus apply the same formula with r equal to 5 and then
Oh,
add both these formulas.
or,
Okay.
okay, sir. Okay.
Sir, 3 by 16.
3 by 16 maybe. I didn't calculate it. I just told okay, I'm telling the formula. So more than 3 means probability, you now you require probability of x. X means the probability of head. Okay, head greater than 3. So greater than 3 means probability x is equals to 4 plus probability x is equals to 5. 5 times toss and 3 times is, suppose x, I consider x equal to head, number of head. So 4 and 5. More than 3 heads means 4 heads and 5 heads. So x equal to 4 means same formula apply. 5 here r is equals to 4, here r is equal to 5. 5c4 1 by 2 whole to the power 4. Again 1 by 2, 1 minus half. 1 minus half is another half. 5 minus 4 plus here 5c4 5. 5c5 means only 5. 5c5 is 1, sorry. Whole half to the power 5. 5 minus 5, it is 0. So 1 by 5, 5 minus 5. 5 minus 5 means 0, it becomes 0. So it becomes 1. Now calculate this one. So greater than 3 means 4 and 5. Put r is equals to 4 and then put r equals to 5 and then add together, you will get the answer. 3 by 16. Okay, everybody says 3 by 16, so 3 by 16 is the answer. Okay, so these kinds of question are from binomial theorem. Sorry, binomial distribution. Next question. Now answer this one. You now already solved the question, same similar type of questions, tossing of coin, but there is a twist in the question. Okay, Irfan says 5 by 16. Anybody else? Okay, I think I have to solve it. Look at this. What is the requirement? The number of time the heads, number of time heads shown up is more than the number of times tails shown up. It means number of head should be greater than number of tail. This head should be greater than tail. How many times the coin tossed? 4 times. That is n is equals to 4. Okay. So what are the conditions? So I toss how many times head is greater than tail? 4 times toss and head should be greater than tails. So what are the events? If I toss 4 times, it may be tail, 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 tail. 4 will be tail and which is not required. Okay. Next, tail, 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 head, not required. Tail, tail, head, head. Number of head and number of tail is same. This is also not required. Tail, head, head, head. This is required and head, 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 head. This is required. So it means how many heads are there? 3 heads. How many heads are there? 4 heads. So our probability, we have to find out the probability when head is equal to 3, when head is equal to 4. Isn't it? So here r is equals to 3, here r. Now apply the same formula. NC r p to the power r 1 minus p to the power n minus r for r equal to 3 and r equal to 4. And here you can consider the probability of success as head or tail both. Okay, I consider head. So what is the probability of head? P is equals to half. Apply formula. Okay, that is for r is equals to 3 nc, sorry, n is equals to 4 here. Nc 3 half to the power 3, another half to the power 4 minus 3 means 1 plus 4c 4 half to the power 4 answer 5 by 16. Any doubt? Next, in a manufacturing plant, the probability of making a defective bolt is 0.1. The mean and standard deviation of the defective bolts in a total of 900 bolts are respectively what? Okay, here you should follow the rules. So far we have calculated the binomial distribution problems. Now you have to remember something. Mean of binomial distribution. Mean of binomial variate is equal to n into p. Remember this one. Variance of binomial variate is equals to n into p into 1 minus p. Remember this one, important. And standard deviation, root over of n p 1 minus p. Okay, many questions are from this formula. Mean of binomial variate, mean means average, is n into p. Variance of binomial variate is np into 1 minus p, and standard deviation is root over of variance is standard deviation. Now go to the question. 900, the mean and standard deviation of defective bolts in a total of 900 bolts are respectively what? Okay, now can you tell me the answer? What is the right answer from A and B? Okay, n here, n is equals to what? 900 bolts. Okay, and the defective here, the defective item is the probability of success, that is p is equals to 0.1, since no other thing is given. So obviously it is directly given, the probability is directly given to you, 0.1. So p is equals to 0.1. How many bolts? 900 bolts means number of experiment is 900. So n into p, mean 900 into 0.1 means it is 10. Okay, 1 by 10, 90. Okay, so 90 and 9 obviously, because second one is 9 and 90, obviously it is 90 and 9. 9 square root 10. First A is the right answer here. 90 and 9. Yes, 90 and 9. Okay, it's very easy question. Remember this one. Next, the probability of defective piece being produced in a manufacturing process is 0.01. The probability that out of 5 successive pieces, only one is defective is what? This is very easy question. Tell me the answer. No answer. D. What is N? 5 successive pieces. N is equals to 5. What is P? Probability of success? Already given. The probability of defective piece being manufactured is 0.01. And what is R? The probability only one is defective. So R is equals to 1. Only one is defective. So NCR P to the power R 1 minus P whole to the power N minus R is equals to NCR means 5 C1 half, sorry, not half, 0.01 to the power 1 and 1 minus 0.01 to the power 4 minus 5 minus 1 is to the power 4. Yes, D is the right answer. Okay, very easy. Next, now these are the questions from probability, special type of probability and probability distributions what I have obtained from the GATE questions. Okay, I have discussed everything. Now another type of questions, this is not from probability, this is from differential equation, plus PD, partial differential equations, which is very important, is classification of PD. Okay, that is any second order probability differential, sorry, partial differential equation is given in this form, by this form. Any kind of any second order partial differential equation will be in this form. Okay, now the classification means there are second order PD can be classified into three cases, three types. First one is called elliptic, second one is called hyperbolic, and third one is called parabolic. Okay, elliptic, hyperbolic and parabolic equation. So you have to know that what is the type of that is what is the condition, that is we will say a differential equation PD, partial differential equation of second order, is elliptic or hyperbolic or parabolic. So look at this, there are functions A, B, C, D, E, these all are functions, and F. Okay, you only have to consider A, B and C, you don't have to consider D to rest of the functions. Okay, that is any differential equation is given to you, just consider what is the coefficient of del 2u del x1, del 2u del x12, what is the coefficient of del 2u del x1 del x2, and what is the coefficient of this one. Okay, now condition b square minus 4ac is less than 0, just like the Sridharacharya formula. Okay, b square minus 4ac is less than 0, it means it is elliptic. B square minus 4ac is greater than 0, it is called hyperbolic. Square minus 4ac equal to 0, it is called parabolic, and nothing else. Okay, write down this form, then I will just solve two questions. First, write down the form of differential equation and write down these conditions. After writing, tell me, I will go to the example. Done? Everybody?
Wait, sir. Wait.
Okay.
No, sir.
Okay, I'm waiting.
Yes, sir. Done.
Done? Okay. Okay, now solve these two examples. Classify the differential equations. What is the classification of first one? Is it, and what is the classification of second one? That is, the differential equations are hyperbolic, parabolic, or elliptic. First one elliptic. Second one, anybody else? Okay, so let's solve it. Remember, these equations can also be written in this form: del 2u del x square plus del 2u del x del y plus del 2u del y square plus del u del x plus del u del y is equals to 0 or is equals to 1, like this. Okay, in every cases, whatever the form of differential equation given, you just need to consider, okay, the only the coefficients of the squared, that is the second order differential coefficient. Do not consider any first order differential coefficient. Okay, so what is b? The first del 2u del x2 or del 2u del x1. Instead of x and y, here x1 and x2 is used. Instead of x, here x1 is used. Instead of y, here x2 is used. Okay, so you just need to consider that what is the first one. This is a, this is b, and this is c. So a is equals to what? A is equals to 1 here in first case. Okay, case 1. B is equals to 1 and c is equals to 1. So b square minus 4ac is equals to 1 minus 4, everything is 1 1, so it is obviously less than 0. Less than 0 means which one? Less than 0 means elliptic. So first one is elliptic. This is elliptic. And the second one, here what is a? A is equals to 1. What is b? B is equals to 2. And what is c? C is equals to 1. Okay, remember the b means del x1 x2, that is del 2u del x1 x del x1 del x2, or del 2u del x del y. The coefficient of this one is called b, and ac coefficient can be anything, that is you can consider this one as c, this one as a, or you can consider this one as a and this one as c. Everything is same, just b square minus 4ac, they are multiplied. AC or ca doesn't mean anything, but b is most important here. Okay, the b is only takes this one, the coefficient of del 2u del x1 del x2. So here b square minus 4ac is equal to 4 minus 4 is equal to 0. It means this is parabolic. Okay, parabolic. Third one. Anybody has any doubt? So this is almost I have finished these things, whatever left. Another thing, I didn't any question from Poisson distribution. So still there is special type of distribution is there. I am just explaining some very important things about Poisson distribution. Exactly, binomial distribution, like binomial distribution, the formula is NCR p to the power r 1 minus p whole to the power n minus r. Okay, that is binomial distribution has two parameters, n and p. If n and p, that is number of experiment and probability of success, is not given in the question, you cannot apply binomial distribution. Okay, PMF of Poisson distribution is given as e to the power minus r this one, sorry, to the power not minus r, to the power minus m to the power r by factorial r. Okay, here only one parameter is there, m, and m is called mean. If mean is not given into the question, then you cannot solve it. Okay, and r is nothing but the variable part, that is these are and these are same, that is requirement. According to, it depends on the requirement of the questions. What is the probability of 2 defective, what is the probability of 3 defective, then the value of r changes according to the question. But m is called mean. A mean or average will be given to the question, otherwise you cannot use Poisson distribution. Okay, binomial distribution, this is the PMF or probability density function, sorry, mass function. Two variables, probability of success and number of experiment will be given. Poisson, only mean m is given and nothing else. Okay, binomial distribution, mean and variance is, mean is n into p, variance is n into p into 1 minus p. Poisson distribution, mean is equal to m, which is already given to the question. Okay, variance is equal to also m. Only the Poisson distribution has same mean and variance. Okay, no other distribution has same mean and variance except Poisson. So what is, if the mean is given to the question, that is the mean and that is the variance of the Poisson distribution. So it is very easy. Poisson is much easier than binomial. Okay, so this is everything has been discussed, whatever I have seen in the GATE question about the probability and everything. So I have discussed it. Anybody has any question or anything, then clear it, because this is the last class. Any doubt? Fourier. Okay. Can you see the slide?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now the last thing what I want to discuss about Fourier. So didn't what I have already discussed. I didn't get any kind of question about Fourier series in last 5 years of aerospace engineering gate. But since it is included in your syllabus, so some specific type of questions. What is the chances more in gate exam? So I have to discuss that questions only. First of all, Fourier series, you have to learn what is a periodic function. Periodic function is nothing but, suppose, sine. This is a sine function. Repeated function. Okay. What is repeated again and again? Look at this. This sine function is a repeated function. Here, the same value. Look at this. The same value is repeated at this point. And what is the point? This is 0. This is pi by 2. This is pi. Okay. This is pi by 2 plus 3 pi by 2. Okay. 3 pi by 2. This is 3 pi by 2 plus pi by 2. 4 pi by 2. That is 2 pi. And so on. So same value is repeated here. You can see. Same value is repeated here also. You can see. Same value is repeated here also. Same value is repeated here also. Okay, so this kinds of function is called periodic function. The definition is this: f of x plus t is equal to fx. T is called the period. That is, after that time, the same function are repeated again and again. Okay, so after that, the same function is, so this is called the period of this function. After this t time or t period, the same function is returned. So Fourier series, what is Fourier series? It is only, we can have this Fourier series if the function is this periodic function or this repeated type of function. Then Fourier series is obtained, otherwise not. Okay. Is every function has Fourier series? Now, why Fourier series necessary and what is the necessity of it, everything? Okay, I do not have much time to discuss about it. Okay, remember, periodic function, without periodic function, Fourier series cannot be obtained. Okay, and to obtain the Fourier series also there is some Dirichlet condition is there. Without Dirichlet condition also Fourier series cannot be obtained. So what is Dirichlet condition? That is more theoretical part. I don't want to explain it now. Directly I'm going to the problem. What kind of problem will be there? You have to know even and odd function to solve the problem of Fourier series. What is even function? F of minus x is equals to fx. Then it is even function. That is, if I put x is equals to minus x, also we can get the same function. Okay. Example, is it even or odd? Is it even function or odd function? Tell me. Even function. Why it is even function? Because if I put x is equal to minus x, that is f of minus x is equal to minus x whole square, is it again x square? So f of minus x is equal to x square and x. So the same function is repeated if I put x equal to minus x. This function is called even. Now what is odd function? F of minus x equal to minus of fx. Suppose, is it even or odd? It is obviously odd function because put here fx equal to f of minus x. What? Minus of x's cube. Okay, and only x cube is equal to what? Fx. So minus of fx. So f of minus x is equal to minus of fx. Then we can say yes, this function is a odd function. So this is the difference between even and odd function. If I put x equal to minus x and the same function is repeated, then it is even. If I put x equal to minus x and minus of fx is repeated, returned, then it is called odd function. Okay, very important to solve Fourier series problem. Next, okay, any question or any query about even and odd function? Any query? No. Next, write down this formula. This one. This is the Fourier series formula. What you need to solve a problem. Okay, you need this formula. You need this one, and this. Okay, tell me if you complete the writing. Is it done for everyone? Okay. Now going to the example. Look at this problem. The function is defined as this one. Okay. First, you have to find out. Okay, for questions, find the period. How? What kind of questions may be possible? Find the period of this function. I told you that without periodic function, the Fourier series is not applicable. So obviously, this function should be a periodic function. So what is the period of this function? Next question, find A0, find AN, find BN. A0, AN and BN formula you already have. Okay. First find out what is the period of this function. Tell me what is the period of this function. Anybody else? Okay. So period of this function is defined like this. There is a very easy way. Look at this. This one. What is this? 0 to 5 minus 5 to 0. Okay, just draw a line. 0 point here. 0 to 5 means here it is 5, and minus 5 to 0 means here it is minus 5. Okay, so this total portion is called the period. After this period, this same function will be repeated. Okay, the function is defined like this. It means what is the period of this function? Just to draw a straight line and draw this whole region, whole point, that is whole interval in which the whole function is defined. The function is defined in 0 to 5 and minus 5 to 0. Just to draw this. Okay, and what is the period? This total in between, this total distance is called the period. Then what is the distance? Minus 5 to 0. What is the distance? 5 is the distance. Distance means just count the this. How many this? Minus 4, minus 1. How many parts are there? 5 parts are there. Distance. And 0 to 5, another 5 distance. Okay, so 5 plus 5 is equal to 10. So 10 is the period. Okay, so this is how you will find the period of a function. Now find a0. What is the a0 formula? This is a0 formula. Now I told you, that is, look at this, look at the integration. 1 by t integration minus 2 to t, t to t, fx dx. Now what is a0? You don't have to calculate it first. Simply, since it is, you have to apply the integration rule. Minus t to t. Okay, minus t to t fx dx. Suppose fx function is odd function. Then what is the value of the integration? Can anybody tell me? If fx function is odd function, what is the value of this integration?
Zero, sir.
Yes, the value of the integration is 0. Exactly. If fx function is even, then what is the value of the integration?
2 time integration of 0 to t, sir.
Exactly. 2 times integration of 0 to t. Just apply this rule. Just apply this rule. You will easily get what is the value of a0. Okay. Now, what is the formula of a0? What is the formula of a0? A0 formula is integration minus t to t, okay, fx dx, isn't it? 1 by t minus t to t fx dx. Yes, 1 by t is there. 1 by t fx dx. Okay, now tell me, is this function even function or odd function? Fx function is even or odd? Can anybody tell me? Even. Anyone else? First of all, fx function is not even function. Fx is odd function. Why fx is odd function? Look at this. If I put any positive value means 0 to 5. Okay, if I put any positive value of x, suppose 5, f of 5, f of 5 is equals to what? Tell me, f of 5 is equal to what? Look at the function and tell me. If I put f is equals to x equal to 5, f of 5 equal to what? 3, exactly. Because 0 to 5, within this interval 0 to 5, the fx value is 3. So f5 equal to 3. Now, to find out it is even function or odd function, just put minus 5, f of minus 5. If I put f of minus 5, okay, then what is the value? Minus 3. And minus 3 means minus of fx. Can I write it? Can I write it? Minus of fx, because fx equal to f5 equal to 3. So it is a odd function. If it is odd function, minus t to t fx dx, it should be 0. So you don't have to calculate anything. Just without calculating, everyone can say it is a 0. This is the trick. Don't have to, because Fourier series question is a very large question. So how to calculate it in GATE? Apply this kind of tricks. Find even function or odd function. If it is even, then integration of 0 2 into 0 to t fx dx. If it is odd, then it is obviously 0. You don't have to calculate the integration at all. Okay, so a0 value is 0. If you want to calculate separately, you can calculate it separately also. You will also find 0. Okay, now okay, now tell me, if a0 value is 0, then what is the value of an? An is 1 by t, integration of minus t to t, integration minus t to t fx cos n pi x dx. Okay, okay, remember one thing, another thing, t is here is equals to 5. Do not consider t is equals to 10, because look at the definition of Fourier series. Sorry. Look at the definition of Fourier series. F of x plus 2t. The Fourier series is defined as 2t interval. Okay, 2 into t interval. So here into t is equals to 10. Okay, I already told you what is the period. The period is 10, because 0, minus 5 and 5. What is the total interval? It is 10. And the Fourier series is 10 equal to actually 2t is equals to 10. Okay. So what is the value of t? T is equals to 10 divided by 2 is equals to 5. So here t is equals to, always consider 5. Do not consider 10. It is wrong. So it is 1 by 5 minus 5 to 5 fx cos x, sorry, cos n pi x divided by t dx. Fx is odd function. What is the cos function? Cos even function or odd? What is cos function? Even or odd?
Cos odd function, sir.
Cos odd function. No, cos is
Yes,
equal.
sorry, even function.
Cos minus x is equals to cos x. Cos is even function. Fx is odd function into cos is even function. Even into odd is equals to ultimate function will be obviously odd. Even into odd equal to odd. So here also, to calculate an, you can get minus 5 to 5 odd function. It means again an is 0, don't have to calculate it. A0 is 0, an is also 0. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes. Yes.
can we say that like if a naught is equal to 0, then an will be also 0, and only bn will be exist?
Is equal to, yes, obviously, obvious this is.
Okay.
Then bn exists. Only bn exists in this case. If a0 is 0, then a0 is obviously odd function. And if a0 is odd function, that is fx is odd function, then a0 is 0. And fx odd function means if I multiply with cos, obviously this becomes another odd function. So if a0 is 0, an is obviously 0. Okay. Only bn exists. Now we have to calculate bn. Bn may be 0, bn may be any other. Now calculate what is the value of bn. Bn, am I audible to everyone? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so bn formula, just calculate what is bn. Bn means 1 by t, integration minus t to t. It is minus 5 to 5. It is 5 fx. Okay, sine n pi x divided by t dx. This one. Okay, so minus 5 to 5. Now fx function is divided function. 0 to 5 is 3 and minus 5 to 5 is minus 3. So we have to divide it. 1 by 5 minus 5 to 0. Fx function is minus 3. Plus 0 to 5. Fx function is 3 sine n pi x divided by t dx. Okay, 1 by 5. Now it is minus 3. If I now sine means cos, isn't it? 0 to 5. Okay, you can do this also. Do not. No, 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 no. Why do we do things like this? Simply, if it is a even function, sine is an odd function, fx is odd function, so obviously it is even. So we can do this like this: 2 0 to 5 fx dx, isn't it? 0 to 5 fx dx means 3 into sine n pi x by t dx. Okay, follow the tricks always. Do not, you can do that process also, you can do this process also. Now 3 means 6 by 5 integration. Now solve this integration. 0 to 5 sine n pi x by t dx. What is the answer?
Sir, 6 by n pi multiply by 1
By,
minus cos n by.
yes, exactly. Right. Okay, so this is, now put here dx, now x equal to 5. If you put here 5, t is equals to 5, t is equals to 5 here, put here 6 by 5. pi cos n pi divided by pi n pi minus 0 means 1 and is 5. One. Minus will be different. This is the answer. This is the answer. Now a is 0, 0, a n 0, b n this one. Now what is the Fourier series? Simply you can, this one is the Fourier series. Put here a0 value, put here an value, put here bn value, and summation of n equal to 1 to infinity, then vary n equal to 1 to infinity. Okay, Fourier series finding will be not be there because it is very large series. But a0, an, bn, these kinds of questions, what is the value of a0, an, bn, coefficients of sin x or coefficients of cos x, what is the value of that? Okay, find the period of a function. Okay, find whether the function is even or odd. These kinds of questions may be there. Okay, any doubt? Anybody has any doubt? Yes, 6 by n pi 1 by, exactly. This is the answer. Okay, no doubt. Then just one question now. Tell me what is the value of a0 for this function. Fx equal to x square minus pi less than x less than equal to pi. Find a0. And bn. Find a0 and bn.
Sir, a0 equal to 2 pi square.
2 pi square, no. No.
2 pi square by 3.
Yes, 2 pi square by 3. Bn?
Yes, yes sir. Sir,
Bn?
b equal to 0.
Yes, exactly. Bn 0. Okay, first of all, I'm finding bn. Fx equal to, I told you that fx is a x square means obviously it is a even function. And bn means It includes 1 by t integration of minus t to t fx sine n pi x divided by t dx. So sine is a odd function. Fx is, since it is x square, means even function. Even into odd is equals to odd function. So minus t to t, any odd function, it becomes 0. So bn is obviously 0. And what is a0? A0 means 1 by t. 1 by t means now t is equals to what? Look at this. T is equal to pi here. Okay. So 1 by pi minus pi x square. Only one function is there, no other function. Since it is a continuous function, it is given dx. Now it is very easy. Integration 1 by pi x square by 3. Sorry, x cube by 3. Now minus pi, and you will get 2 pi square by 3. This is the answer. Okay. So this is the some basic Fourier series questions are there. There are many advanced level questions, but Fourier series is basically applicable for ECE, that is electronics and communication engineering students. Okay, and EIE, applied electronics and communication engineering. So in mechanics or other, that is aerospace or like this, Fourier transformation is very important, but not Fourier series, because this kinds of Fourier series is actually the transformation of the waves. Some waves are, there are many waves which is actually obtained in some devices and which is used in ECE, that is communication engineering, and that waves are transformed into Fourier series to reduce the amount of calculation. If any wave is reduced in a time domain, is shifted to frequency domain by using this Fourier series, it becomes, the calculation becomes very easier. So that is why it is used. Okay, so basically these kinds of questions will be there. Okay, so this is the end of the session, and I wish you all the best for your GATE exam. So I'm completing the session now. Thank you for attending my class.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. It was like, yes, sir. I'm audible, sir.
Yes, you're audible.
Yes, sir. Actually, within less span of time, you have covered a lot of things, sir, and many shortcut tricks. So it was the best part of your teaching, sir. So I like the
Thank
most
you very
that.
much. Thank you very much. So I have to do this, otherwise there is no way to complete the syllabus.
Yes. Actually, this most of what you have taught tricks. These are based on this only. They previous year they have asked many questions, sir, and I hope
Yes,
this time also they will ask.
yes.
Yes, and thank you, sir. Thank you so much for this.
Thank you for attending my class also. Okay, so can I leave?
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, kindly, like there is a request, sir. If you have any doubts for like in further coming days related to maths, so how do we contact and connect you, sir?
You can mm, I'm giving my email ID to ma'am.